Salesforce professionals are struggling in 2026. I just want to share my opinions, market trends, and how people are reacting to it. Since the AI has changed a lot of dynamics in various areas, Salesforce is not left out from this. So in today's live, just find out what AI has changed in the world of Salesforce and how you can overcome from this situation. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to Longswitch Academy and you so that you never miss an update from us. Right? In 2026, even Salesforce is focusing entirely on Agentforce, their AI tool. So before we jump on to why and what's happening in the market, first we understand how the life was looking like before the introduction of AI in Salesforce. Before AI, developers, admins were taking a lot of time to complete basic tasks. There were manual work for documentation. There were manual work for reports, dashboards, or basic development. Everything was happening manual. Even people were taking so long to complete the basic stuff. But after the introduction of AI, what happened? The basic coding tasks can be done through AI or Agent Force. Basic reporting or flows or the automation can also be achieved with the AI. Documentation, test cases, test classes can be written through AI. So everything that was common or that was majorly done by developers or admins, most of the things have been automated through the AI. So here, what has happened due to this shift? Earlier, people who learned Apex, LWC, flows, automations, reports, dashboards, they are now struggling because they just understood how to build these things or how to code. But right now, only the people who are surviving or are doing well in this AI led environment are the people who understand the business solutions, the how or when a particular solution has to be picked, and if they truly understand the client or their needs, they only those people are struggling. So in short, people who just learn to build things are really struggling, and people who understand systems, people, processes, requirements are flourishing. So this is the major shift that has happened. Along with that, I would also like to highlight some key points or key areas why people are struggling at present. As you know, uh, even though not just the developers, the admins, even the clients know that there are so many things that can be achieved with the help of AI. That means they feel that the execution of the tasks or the basic or the common stuff is cheaper and faster with the help of AI. Therefore, people who just know the basic stuff, they who haven't upgraded themselves in the age of AI are struggling. So the people who are just still stuck to the basics or doing so many things manual, they are not taking an edge from others. Second, the people who didn't understood how the processes, how the Salesforce actually works at the fundamental level, how what are the key business processes. If the people who haven't understood these things clearly, they are still struggling because even in the age of AI, clients expect that the person with whom they are working knows the business process, knows the Salesforce fundamentals, knows how to make key business decisions or key architecture decisions. So the people who have not who have not evolved with the growing Salesforce CRM, who haven't adopted to its true nature fundamentals, true what I say thought process of a CRM, are still struggling. Third and foremost important that I feel is people who are not good at understanding or good at what I say delivering the documentation of the architecture, documentations of the system are lagging behind. Earlier, what used to happen, people or even in this age also, what people are doing, they are just using Chat GPT. or they are using ChatGPT to find the solutions of basic problems. So they have the solutions, but they lack the ability to think about an use case. They don't know the system. They don't know the they don't know the basic idea about the solution. Therefore, they are still stuck there. In back in the time, people who just heavily relied on Stack Overflow or such communities to find the answers of their questions, and haven't adopted or inherited the true what I say true potential or true what I say working procedures of Salesforce CRM, are struggling today. So people who are lagging in the field of documentation, who haven't adopted to or inherited the key aspects of the Salesforce CRM, again they are struggling. Third and most important, point that I would like to highlight at present that is relevant for people, there are huge amount of people who are using Chat GPT to do their basic stuff. So even though they are provided with an opportunity or a job, but they are unable to sustain to it, sustain to it. For example, uh, uh, like for example, if some company is hiring a fresher or a career switcher in the world of ecosystem, in the world of Salesforce, what often people does, they use Chat GPT or any sort of AI tool to generate or their codes, generate their basic automations reports. So they don't develop the thought process behind a solution. Instead, they are looking for an easy solution. Therefore, they might be able to grab initial opportunities, but they cannot survive long enough to sustain in that particular field. So therefore, you should be no, you should not be just heavily relying on AI tools for all your solutions. You should be using it as an help rather than a solution driven machine for yourself. So people who are still just focusing on AI for all their work, all their solutions, they are either struggling right now, or they will be struggling sooner in this ecosystem. So people or the clients at present are valuing the people who understands the system, who knows how to develop a solution, who have the reasonable reasonable solutions or reasonable argument behind choosing a particular way. So all I want to highlight is, choose or develop a habit uh, through which you can strengthen your understanding of the platform, so that you can propose better solutions according to the business requirements. Before I move forward, I think someone called Sumit Garg has asked what this channel is about. I would like to take a minute. Sumit, this channel is about Salesforce education, where we share tutorials, demos, or some sort of live Q&A on Salesforce ecosystem. We are targeting Salesforce freshers, Salesforce career switchers, and even people at the intermediate level. We do have our official website also, that is called longswitchacademy.com, that you can visit out, that you can visit to know more about our platform. In case you have further questions, feel free to ask. I would be happy to answer. And someone called Matthew Quintlets said hi. I'm not sure if I pronounced that name correctly. Pardon me for that. But hi, welcome to Longswitch Academy. I hope our content will provide value to you. So I think that's the major drawback or major reasons why people are currently struggling. Then you might be wondering, uh, what is the use case, or what is the what I say what is the way of surviving or getting an edge in the world of AI in the Salesforce. Here, what I have observed is, at present, people or even the clients, or even the big ticket clients, are also not valuing the people who can do the job, they or who can work as a developer, or as an admin. I believe the choice has shifted towards people or hiring people who who can work as an architect, a solution architect, or a consultant who can consult the best possible solutions for their use cases. So at present, people are not just looking forward to hire basic developers or the admins. Instead, they are looking forward to hiring people who can consult, who can architect the Salesforce platform according to business needs. So for if you are looking for a long term goal in that, you should immediately start working towards those domains. They are currently very much high in demand. And again, when I say Salesforce consultancy or Salesforce architect, what I say domains, I I don't just really mean it that you just get the overview or the surface level knowledge about it. Instead, what you should be doing is you should enhance the your level of understanding, build something practical in that area, have a solid proof of concept or proof of work or the projects that you might have worked upon in that those categories. So don't just look at the surface level, try to dig deeper, get skilled with it, acquire the desired certifications that come up with those rules, and prepare some projects, some case studies if you can, and publicly mention them, maybe on LinkedIn, GitHub, or any platform where you would like to showcase them. So here, people who are interested or who are proceeding further in the world of Salesforce consultancy or Salesforce architecture, they will get an upper hand than rest of the people. That's what I have observed. Along with the growing demand of consultancy or the architecture, the second most thing that I have observed, people or the companies have started asking questions around AI also. For example, if you appear for a, let's say, senior Salesforce developer role, they often ask questions about how you use AI in your day-to-day life. What is your AI stack that you are using to deal with your basic or day-to-day tasks. The people who cannot answer this question, they are they are not considered for the further rounds. That's what I have personally imagined or personally observed, because I have recently given interview for one of two clients for the what I say for the consultancy stuff. They in those interviews, they definitely asked me this question first, that what is my AI tech stack that I use on a day-to-day basis uh, to cover up or to what I said, to perform my daily tasks. So in at present, you should have some of the AI tools handy that you use with your Salesforce jobs or Salesforce responsibilities or Salesforce work that you are carrying out. So here, the people uh, with the great blend of knowledge, skills, perfect AI or the proper AI tools into their workflows or into their day-to-day lives for the work, will surely get will surely be in high in demand, because people or the companies who hire based on the skills also, they are aiming for hiring people who are comfortable using AI tools for basic stuff. So here, along with the skills, it is also important that you get better with the AI tools. That's what I have observed over the period of time. Just a second, I have someone on the door. Okay, now along with that, I would also like to highlight uh, some of the uh, problems that is causing confusion or that is creating chaos among the Salesforce professionals. Number one, as you see, there is too much information available on the internet. There are, on every single day, you would see 100, 200 posts on LinkedIn about Salesforce. Someone is saying that this particular thing is getting the edge, this is and this is something new that is coming up. This cloud is trending, or you should learn these many things. For example, someone is claiming that you should know agent for someone is saying that you should know Einstein AI. Someone says you should know marketing cloud. Others are claiming that you should be good at what I say experience cloud or something like that. There is a clutter, so much clutter of information available on the platform, or on the social media, which is creating confusion for the learners, beginners, freshers, career switchers, that what is exactly important in this ecosystem. So here, on this particular area, or on this particular note, I would like to highlight that you should rather be what I say uh, picking your area of interest. You should first narrow down what is the one thing that you want to excel at, pinpoint to that, and only move forward into that direction. For now, I guess that's what can help you what I say to come out of this what I say the bundle of so much information, or the chaos of chaos created by this so much information. Just find your area of interest, work on it, and try to get better at it on day by day basis. Second most thing that I have observed that is creating confusion, that 5 years back certification was a thing. If you were certified, there was high chance that you would what I say you would get selected for the job, or you will have upper hand than the others. But I believe, or with the uh, evaluation of time, with the time, or in the age of AI, or maybe in the age of high demand for the Salesforce career, the certification doesn't contain that much value, because there are so many thousands, or even lakhs of people with Salesforce certifications which who are available in the market. But the question is, do they all what I say all have skills needed for the job? And that's what the like recruiters or the employers think. Let's say, in if I post a job in the market, get 500,000 candidates for the application, and then out of those thousands, nearly 500 plus people are certified. The first question that even I, as a founder, ask, if they all are certified in the Salesforce ecosystem, then why they are not getting the job? This is the basic question that I ask. That means they lack skill somewhere. And when you when you see the quantity, so the number of people who are getting certified out at the speed at which the people are getting certified with the Salesforce, it creates doubts whether the examination, or over the period of time, there must be some change in the way the certifications are provided. Maybe the complexity might have been degraded over the period of time to attract more learners, or more students to get certified. There might be some issue. So therefore, you should not only rely on getting certified, that okay, certification is the key. No, that's not. You Skill is the number one key to get yourself ahead of the queue. So still, at present, you should not just be focusing on getting certified. Instead you should get yourself skilled, get a practical exposure in the area of your expertise, or your interest, and prepare something meaningful based on those skills. So that's the thing that I observed. And apart from that, if this is about job and job scenario, even the freelancers are also not spare from this chaos. They they in the world of AI, or in the age of AI, they face price crashes. For example, earlier, if they were charging, let's say, $10 an hour for a project, now the clients expect them to reduce their price. Why? you might be wondering why that is happening. Because with the time, clients have also got smarter, and they think the basic stuff can be done with the help of AI. Then why someone is quoting these number of hours for this basic stuff? This can be done with the AI within minutes or within a few hours. So therefore, the freelancers are also facing this challenge that they have to plan their what I say quotations, their proposals according to the speed or according to the tasks that can be eliminated with the help of AI. And therefore they should also be relying on AI for basic stuff, and they have to plan their budget accordingly. Along with that, like even what I say, this is the first one thing that AI has impacted them. They cannot uh, what I say, charge more hours for basic work, because client is also getting intelligent with the AI. Other than that, since the number of people who entered in the Salesforce ecosystem has really increased tremendously in last few years, there is a lot of global competition. There are people who are willing to work in the lower prices just to grab their projects. So therefore, the fair amount, or the average amount that was ruling in the market has reduced to very very low, because people are ready to work at lower prices, because they don't get the opportunities on time. The demand is less, the number of freelancers or the developers are more. Therefore, that is also the big one more reason that even the freelancers are also struggling. I hope this discussion, we are getting value out of this discussion. In case I missed something, do let me know. Or if something was unclear, do mention in the comment. I will try to re-explain that. I hope you are finding this session valuable. So along with that, apart from this topic, if you have something to add, something to mention, feel free to use our comment section. We will happy to respond. And again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do subscribe to it now. Now, we have talked about the problem. We have talked about the possible things that you can do to take an edge from others. Now, let's, in the last, I wanted to highlight what are the things that AI can never replace. You might be wondering what kind of job that is. Everyone is saying that AI is going to kill or take away our jobs, and you are claiming that still there are things that AI cannot replace. I might be wrong on that, but this is what I feel as a professional, that there are few things that AI can never replace. So I would like to highlight that to you. First, when you work on a project where you're interacting with the client, so AI cannot interact on your behalf with the client, because every client still requires a human touch or human conversation for their work, for their project. So basic requirement gathering, architecture understanding, business understanding, or just business overview, for that you are still talking to a human. Clients are still uh, requiring or looking forward to a human behind the screens to talk with them regarding their projects or regarding their work. If you are good at client communication, if you are good at uh, 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 what I say, business requirement gathering, if you are good at understanding architectures, if you are good at understanding systems, you still have a lot of potential, or you will still be in great demand. If you lack these skills, this is the time that you should start working on them. Do not just focus on how can I code, how can I write flow, or how can I create objects like that, or how can I do the integration. That can be done, or that can be replaced with AI. But the soft skills, the communication skills, the system architecture understanding, the human behavioral skills, they will always be in demand. If you still haven't worked on them, do work on them. you will see the change, and you won't regret your decision on that. So this is the first area, or the one area where still the human touch is required. Along with that, what I have observed, if I have to highlight, most of my clients are 50 plus or 60 plus in the age criteria. They are from the old school, right? That means that they want to rely on people who understand their industry. And that's the trend in even all in the clients of all age groups. It is not like only the people with 40 plus or 50 plus age are looking forward to it, but at present, even everyone is looking for people who understand their industry. If you are working with, for example, if you are working with an healthcare client, the people expect that you understand the standard procedures, operating procedures of their industry, the healthcare industry. What are the traditions, what are the basic business rules, how people operate in that industry on a day-to-day basis. They are still looking forward to people in the with the domain expertise. So if you are experienced, or if you are expert in any of the domains such as insurance, real estate, food industry, what is pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, finance, still you have a lot of scope left for you. And if you don't, what I say if you are not what I say skilled enough for any domain, then you should start working on getting expertise in some domains or area of your interests. But you should be very very sound, you should have a sound knowledge in that particular industry. So the people with industry expertise are and will going to be very much high in demand. That's what I have observed. Along with that, uh, most of the things the most of the times that I have observed is people who inherit or who have the natural skills of leadership, taking the communication forward, who are ready to take the ownership of the work. They are still considered more valuable in the company than the people who have more experience but lack these leadership skills. So if you are good at taking leadership, or if you aim to become a leader, then I believe you will still have so much opportunities for yourself. But again, surface level is not enough at present. You should be really really sound, you should be really really knowledgeable in that area. So that's what I have observed. And with this live, I just wanted to share my thought, like how and what is going on in the industry, what are the key problem areas, what you can do to get better, what are the common problems or common situations that I have observed, and which are the areas that AI cannot replace, and you will be high in demand if you are good at them. So this is this is what I wanted to discuss. And again, if someone doesn't know what this channel is all about, we talk about Salesforce. We train freshers or career switchers in that. We release so many informative blogs, ebooks, what I say, videos, tutorials, walkthroughs, live sessions, Q&As. We do also offer one-on-one sessions for Salesforce. So you can go and check out our website. So this is what we do. We are just it is our effort to giving it back to the community from where we have learned. And we are just on the mission of making Salesforce easier and accessible for freshers, newcomers, or job seekers. So this is what we do. If you don't know me, my name is Shubham Prajapati, and I'm the founder of Longswitch Academy, with the experience of having the experience of let's say 12 years in the world of Salesforce ecosystem. Along with that, I'm also good at full stack development with the experience of 10 years in that. So that's what it is all about, me, Long Switch Academy, and what we do. So if you want to connect, you can connect with me on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel. You can find me on LinkedIn also. And this is what it is. In case you have anything to share, add, or enlighten us on some of the topics, feel free to do that. We would be happy to know more about you, your problems, or your issues, or your challenges that you are facing. So with this, I would like to wrap this and wrap this live. Pardon me, I'm not too experienced with doing these lives. So if I fumble, pardon me for that. But I believe that's how we all learn. After trying and trying, we get better. So pardon me for that. So until next time, keep learning and keep growing with Long Switch Academy. I'll see you in another life or another live. So pardon me for that again, once again. So I hope this session was valuable and you get something out of it. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining our live.